Hi everybody, I just wanted to share a short thought before Shabbat, something that I feel has been, it's on my mind the past week. Just about to excuse my attire, usually obviously a suit, just about to go and do some exercise. And to be honest, it's something which really helps me personally, help with dealing with what's been going on in the world around us. Just a bit of a time to, I guess, recharge the batteries. And I think each of us have our own different ways of managing and dealing with coronavirus and the stress of being home and the different things that come along with it. So hopefully you're doing the things that you need to do. As I said, for me, it's doing a bit of a workout, doing a bit of exercise. But there was something that happened this week. It was actually, in fact, yesterday. Unfortunately, I had to officiate a funeral, and every funeral is a very difficult thing for a rabbi, I find. Being out there and seeing the hurt that the family's going through, the pain that they're going through, and just being out there at the cemetery, whether it's in Springvale or Lyndhurst. In particular, I find when we're in Lyndhurst, it's very peaceful, and it really just helps you to think and to just think about your own life, think about your own vulnerability, think about your own mortality, and think about what you're doing in life. And one of the mourners yesterday said something, which really struck a chord. He spoke about the connection to his mother and how each of us come into this world, our souls, and it's really about how we impact the different souls around us. So if we're kind, if we're generous, if we're nice, if we are warm to other people, then in a sense we leave an imprint from our soul to that person's soul. And so therefore, even when we pass away, if we've impacted other people, if our soul has left a mark, if it's left some type of imprint with another human being, then yes, whilst the physical body has been taken away, we can still value and we can still get benefit and we can still treasure that gift, in a sense, that person is left with us. And that's something which we do talk about, and I do talk about at funerals. It's talking about taking the memory of that person and perhaps put it in different words, as this young man said yesterday. It's taking that imprint that the person's left with you and to nurture it still, and to ensure that it lives on within the actions and the good things that you do with that person. And there was a very beautiful connection I found to the second of our two parashas we'll read tomorrow in Bechukotai. It speaks about if a person wants to pledge a gift to the temple, to the tabernacle at the time. And the Torah goes on to evaluate how you calculate the value of a particular gift. So if somebody pledges a particular item, how do you know what it's worth, so the person can then give the value of that item to the tabernacle, to the temple. And I thought about that. In life, we all give certain gifts and we receive certain gifts. Right? I'm not talking about necessarily physical gifts. I'm talking about emotional gifts, spiritual gifts, people who have been kind to us, people who have done us favors, people who are there in our lives who show us love, who show us care. And the question is, how do you evaluate such gifts? And the truth is, it depends what that gift is. There are certain gifts in this world which I think we squander, we throw away, we don't find valuable. And that's at times a problem. This coronavirus has really shown us over the last couple of months that there were certain gifts which we had that we took for granted. It was only until it was taken away from us that we started to evaluate how much that gift was actually worth. Going to shul was one of those gifts. Going to the gym for some people, going to work, going to visit their family, and so on and so forth. The list goes on. But I think in life we need to evaluate every single day and be willing to be grateful for those gifts. Think about the different gifts you get. It might be from your significant other, it might be from your children, from your parents, from your friends, from your cousins, from your colleagues. But don't squander those gifts. Remember how valuable they are. And there are certain gifts which are priceless. And if they are priceless gifts, then we've got to make sure that we acknowledge them. And we give what we call the hakarat hatov. We give the recognition and thanking those people for those gifts. So I love that concept of leaving an imprint. And I think every day we should evaluate our own lives and say, what imprint am I making with my soul on the souls of others? What am I doing in my life that is inspiring others, that is being kind to others, being caring to others? And hopefully when we evaluate what we're doing, hopefully others will consider the gifts we're giving to them priceless. And hopefully, as again on the other side of things, the gifts that we do receive, to make sure to appreciate them, to respect them, of course, to be thankful to them, because as we know that in one moment, everything could be taken away. So wishing you a beautiful Shabbat, a wonderful Shabbat ahead, and please God, stay healthy, keep well, and of course, I hope to speak to you soon in the future.